Maybe it's the weed got me. Maybe it's these trees got me. Maybe it's these hoes got me. Maybe it's this stroll that got me. Maybe it's these clothes got me. Maybe it's these laws got me. Maybe it's my dogs got me. Maybe it's these bras got me. Maybe it's this man that got me. Maybe it's my clan that got me. Maybe it's my fam that got me. My plans, my plans. The Matrix, Matrix.
When I wake up in the morning, I wake up in the morning, putting my read in my Bible paper. Laws, I can see them later. Middle finger up, always screaming, fuck a hater. Chewing on them suckers like annihilator. No hip hop, this ain't rock and roll. This is real music, pop like your soul. James Brown, Godfather, come on, Machiavelli, Christopher Wallace, Huey Newton, Huey P. You know who I be. The spirit. It's what is the Matrix? It's the Matrix. What is the Matrix? It's what is the Matrix? It's the Matrix. What is the Matrix? What is the Matrix?
Look, there go Jason. He be rapping. He be getting all the girls. Man, look at there he go. There he go, man. Man.
All aboard! Like we always say, I'm Jason Elm Street Williams, master of the universe. It is time to hop aboard my spaceship, because you are now tuned in to what is the Matrix TV? Oh yeah. We have a lot to discuss. Ladies and gentlemen. I want to first start off the show showing love to a pioneer in hip-hop, a revolutionary, a brother who I feel the government murdered. Let me get a picture of Brother Eazy, Eric Wright, Real Compton City G. Can I get a picture, please? Ah. Brother Eric Wright. We need P's and Q's in the room soon. I don't know where my co-host is at. Can I get an applause for Eazy, please? All right.
Yo.
So what's good with you, brother?
What's up, Elm Street?
Man, chilling, God.
Hey, man, that show last week was crazy.
Man,
we here right
it,
now,
huh?
though. We here. I loved it.
Everybody's talking about Area 51.
Right now.
Brothers in New York talking about UFO conferences.
Mm-hmm. We building.
I mean, man, did I just see a rapper? Now, we about to get on the skirts thing. We've been talking about this shit week in, week out, and every week I see a different nigga wearing skirts and dresses.
It's going down right now, man. We got to go all the way back to the original time. You feel me? Like you was showing love to Eazy. Now, where was he from?
Compton in the motherfucking building. We need an applause. Oh.
Violence. Black on black crime, it's a shame. Man, that was a prominent black city where black people were thriving. Wasn't your people out there building restaurants?
That's
correct.
See,
that's another thing. My grandfather and grandmother, they also had them some chicken shops going on out there doing their thing. But those banks would not allow them to get loans to keep on opening up new shops, so they had to shut down. Same thing with your people, bro.
Right. Well that's the thing. The city of Compton was definitely a prevalent black community, and we're going to get into was integration a good or bad thing for black people?
Because we can see that was a black city, black people building. You know what I'm saying? And what happened? They brought, what was that, the CIA that brought that
FBI,
stuff
CIA,
in?
crack.
They brought the crack in and broke up our communities and shut it all the way down. And see, the coldest part about it is the way that we resurrected out of that breakdown was through hip-hop.
Wow, that's an excellent point, man.
Hip hop was how we resurrected up out of that. You know what I'm saying? That the hip hop on the East Coast, much love to the East. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no hate for that. But then you had the NWA. You feel me? Showing real masculine, divine energy for black men standing up. They said, "Fuck the police."
Let's throw up an NWA.
You know what I'm
America
saying?
Most Wanted.
America Most Wanted. Right now.
So back in the day, we're talking about in hip hop, the government was after rappers. Is that what you're saying? That they used to want to ban rappers
all the time, man. They had the whole thing about, you know, against they said we're not against the rap. We're against those thugs. You know what I'm saying? On that thuggish razor bone.
Right. Bone Thugs and Eazy-E.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's a link.
That's the connection.
It's the thuggish razor bone. And what is it? Oh, hell, here comes a crooked ass cop. So I dash, shot up, and I hide behind a tree, making sure the popo don't see me. Like, man, so Eazy-E to me was a revolutionary. He was a god, and I believe that personally, I'm gonna say the government killed him
because the NWA was infiltrated by a particular character of individuals, and who separated from the NWA? Ice Cube. He said, "You know what? I'm gonna push back from that because I see this game is being infiltrated early in the game. No Vaseline. Who know about that cut?
What city did Ice Cube diss?
What city?
Wasn't it?
He did say, "Oh, but y'all moved back to Riverside."
Oh, Riverside and Compton. I wonder what's up with that connection.
There's a balance.
The Inland Empire.
Let's build on that.
Something's going on.
It's definitely something going on.
So,
but once they were infiltrated, you know what I'm saying? I heard there was a conference that actually I talked about this before. There was a conference that took place to where they said we're about to use hip hop to change the black community, to cause more incarceration, drug use, and the whole thing. It's all good. We understand. We real people. We respond to what's going on. But look, Eazy-E was invited to the White House.
Man, let's get into that.
When did that happen? That happened after the separation. When the whole thing, when Eazy-E was going against Dr. Dre and that whole thing, you know what I'm saying? Real motherfucking G's.
Man, I remember that. You know, I remember when Eazy-E said, much love, that Dr. Dre, what did he say? He said it's so crazy, so quick. How a nigga could switch so quick
from wearing lipstick to smoking on chronic at picnics.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? It is no disrespect to Dr. Dre, you feel me? But we got to drop these jewels. We have to wake up our people. He said it.
Oh my God,
yeah.
Man! I wish I could play real motherfucking G's right now, but they might
the copyright and all that crazy stuff. They use our knowledge, you know what I'm saying?
And to me, you ain't nothing but a bitch ass nigga that ain't worth the food stamp and that death row. I heard
you getting treated like boot camp.
You better follow your sergeant's direction
and get your ass punked with the Smith and Wesson.
Man,
yeah, it was crazy. It was real crazy. But you know what I'm saying? When all that happened, that's when he got invited to the White House.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's build on like what.
Well, we need the video. There we go. I love it. You know, Eazy-E. I mean,
today was the day, right?
Today, March 26th. I don't want to say 1989.
It was 1995. It was
1995.
It was 95.
Okay, March 26th. Under the same sun, man, brother Eazy-E.
He died.
Went to another dimension.
He went to the ancient level. He went and deal with the cosmos. He floating around.
That's right.
You feel me? People still show love. You got the Mexicans bumping Eazy-E. Everybody know our science. Matter of fact, we got the video.
Man, can we get that video on?
Go to the video.
What is the Matrix TV? We need donations. We need more investors, and we're trying our best to deliver real news and information for you guys.
We're breaking rules. We're breaking the barrier in between.
They killed Tupac, right?
They did.
Eazy-E's dead, right?
They did.
You want the
Malcolm X is dead, right?
What was that, my brother? We want that Eazy-E video. Yes, sir. We want to build on that. Show the people what's really going down in the background, huh? P's and Q's activation, conscious stimulation for the nation, huh? With the brother Am Street. What is the Matrix?
Let's get it going.
TV.
Jason.
Finally, he's not a presidential advisor yet, but his rap has gained him entry to the Republican elite. More on this new insider from Chief Washington correspondent Bob Schieffer.
If you're cool, you know the center of attention at Washington's National Airport last night was that hot new rapper Eazy-E, whose rap is a little, well...
It's a little on the dirty 2 Live Crew side, but not quite to that extent. Not that he's not like
abusing women, but
Right.
you know, it had a couple swear words in it.
More than a couple, it turns out.
I don't think I give a damn about a girl. I ain't a sucker.
And his biggest hit is so controversial the FBI protested. We couldn't broadcast it on a dare.
The name of the record? The record.
Yeah.
The police.
Which is why you might not have guessed that Eazy-E, Eric Wright is his real name, would be among this group of well-off Republicans who paid $1,250 to become members of something called the Republican Inner Circle, who were waiting in line today to hear Law and Order man George Bush at a private members-only reception. You would have been surprised because Eazy-E's group is not exactly the voice of the establishment.
What is your group now?
NWA.
And what does that stand for?
Niggas with attitudes.
So why was Eazy-E there? Mainly because he was invited. Like many Americans, he received a fundraising letter from Texas Senator Phil Gramm inviting him to join the elite inner circle for $1,000, of course. In a follow-up note, Senate Republican leader Bob Dole pointed out his fellow members would include Arnold Schwarzenegger and George Shultz. Before the Republicans realized it was all a computer foul-up, Eazy-E just sent in the money and was made an official member.
You think that Senator Phil Gramm and the other members of the Republican Inner Circle know who Eric is and what he does?
No, I don't think so. I think that probably they would be shocked to find out who he really is. But as for us, we're happy to be here.
Whatever else all this means, Eazy-E says he thinks it's cool, and it does seem to underline one truth that applies to politicians of both parties these days. If you've got the money, they've got the time. Bob Schieffer, CBS News, just outside the inner circle.
That's the CBS Evening News.
Yeah, man, it's really going down. It's really going down because we live and it's popping. We have to be right here in your face with it today. You know what I'm saying? Because Eazy-E, you see, he went to the White House, was building with him. They wanted to invite him to a special group and whatnot. But then what happened? Within a month or so after you left there, the brother got AIDS.
And he died.
And he died fast, real fast.
They poisoned that brother.
What you think?
They killed that man.
I think they possibly did.
No doubt about it in my mind. This is What is the Matrix TV, and I am Jason. July, August, September, October, November.
Spill it.
They didn't want a brother like me to ever be born.
It is what it is. We hear now, though, the resurrection is taking place
Jason
as we speak. Now, see, the whole thing about that with the AIDS thing, you know, a lot of people say that's a conspiracy. They say that was a conspiracy to scare people, for one, from having sex and reproduction.
Wow.
Because they do want to, lower the amount of the population. It is what it is. You can see it in all, Rex, look it up. Anyway, we got the brother Magic Johnson.
Yes.
He had AIDS.
Speak on it, brother.
He the only brother that got cured, right? What makes him so special? Even Kanye spoke on that. You feel me? It's something going on right now with the black race. It's like we're like the sacrificial beings that they use to try to change reality, because they using hip hop now to try to convert how we think. They introducing the homosexuality. Look, it's not about hating you. It's a simple fact that it's too much publicity. It's being too much put in the screen. It's in every movie now. It's like, what is this? You feel me?
It's the Matrix, man.
It's the Matrix, brother.
It's an actual program. It's an intelligent design program, whether it's education, K through 12, whether it's religion, whether it's your God that you believe in. It's designed for when you come out of the woman's womb that they're already attacking you, regardless of your color and all that. You're being attacked and you're being programmed to believe in a reality that is really false.
It's very false, and that's why as soon as you come out, the certificate, your birth certificate, makes you like cattle to the American government and whatnot. The American.
My name's Jason Williams,
hey,
right?
Man, it's going down. It's going down. You feel me? It's
that's not my real name, though. The cracker gave me that name, and we had to do it to if my name was Mohammed or something, I would have been treated different.
Real spit.
Or maybe my name is.
Mama. What? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Vibration. Can you feel the vibration?
Oh, play that. I love that. I need more of that throughout the show. Please.
Boom.
I need it about 30 times.
We got to build on hip hop and where it went and where it is now.
So
now,
we went from gangster rap, Eazy-E, Compton, the FBI infiltrated Compton. We know that there were black businesses in Compton. Y'all infiltrated Compton with crack cocaine, created laws.
Smell it.
Y'all got our folks, not even, y'all motherfuckers in Harlem are talking about.
A UFO conference, was it?
There you go.
You know, hey, they catching up. My brother was over here on the West Coast talking about the UFO stuff, and now all of a sudden,
we are not alone. We are not. What was Nas saying?
Nas was dropping that knowledge. He said, with my 3 eyes, he saw a sphere on the West Coast. Check that nigger album or the title album. You feel me? 2008. Nas predicted Obama's election, the whole thing at the end of the album. He said, we're not ready for a black president. I know it seemed heaven sent, but we ain't ready for a black president.
Tupac. We need Tupac. But first, before we put on Tupac, I need Dr. Dre. When Eazy-E said, it's funny how a nigga can switch so quick from
wearing lipstick to smoking on chronics and picnics. Hey man, everybody
Eazy-E,
was doing
Eric
something.
Right? It's all the same. Now, those my trip on how I stash my grip.
He's been in the game for a minute, man. It's all
good. I love
good.
Bone Thugs and Harmony, and I got to speak on this because this is history. Now, if you folks get mad that I'm speaking about history, see, hip-hop is black history modern day. You motherfuckers is still stuck in the Bible and all that shit when reality is teaching us what's really going on.
Right now, today.
You waiting on Jesus, you waiting on God. I ain't waiting on no aliens to let you know.
And the coldest part about people that's waiting on Jesus, like, it's all good. I understand that he's that character, but y'all not being like Jesus. Y'all just want to just pray to him like he's a crystal ball that you can worship to get your money and, oh, please help me right now. But what work are you putting in? Be like Jesus. Don't just talk about him. Don't just work on the.
Jesus was raised in Egypt according to the book.
He had
the
science.
I don't believe in that.
He had the
science.
science.
I do not believe in the theory of God. I believe Jesus is a theory that has yet to been proven. There's a church on every corner, and niggas is locked in prison.
And there's a liquor store right there by the church.
You know,
it is what it is.
Like
you know what I'm saying? It is. Prayers go out to the people that's out there struggling.
Well, they say they hung Jesus. But so are we still slaves, nigga? Was integration bad for our people? But after the Dre, I want Tupac now. This is the evolution of Tupac. So we got from Eazy-E, where a brother was actually from the city of Compton, because a lot of brothers from Compton are spitting that silly shit. They don't have a reason to be talking that shit.
Check out this photo right here. No Malcolm X in our history text. Why is that? Because he tried to educate and liberate blacks. What's the other one?
Why is Martin Luther King in my book each week? He told blacks if they get smacked to turn the other cheek. So with this, Tupac, and I need another one. I got another Tupac one. So we're evolving from brothers wearing skirts, okay, to when hip-hop was about knowledge and information, when the gangsters, I know we watched the movie CB4 with Chris Rock. I wish I had a preview of that. You remember that movie where it showed you that a lot of these rappers were fake and all that shit?
I didn't peep that one, but
oh man, it was a great movie. CB4, Chris Rock. Watch it. I might talk about it next week.
You know, and the thing about Tupac, you know what I'm saying? Tupac started out conscious, supremely conscious. First ship them dope and let them deal to brothers, give them guns, step back and watch them kill each other. That's Tupac. He started out conscious.
That's a fact though.
It is a fact.
First shit, but because we don't own gun factories, right?
No, we don't.
No black people own bullets, right?
None of us.
No gun factories, right?
None.
So how are these guns getting in our community? Let them sounds ring off. There you go.
Where are they getting the cobalt from?
Africa.
Where do they get most of their minerals from?
But let them know what cobalt is. Cobalt is one of the minerals out of all your computers that you're watching right now. It's an actual mineral that they get out of the Congo. It's called cobalt, and they get that only from Africa.
Hey man, who who's enforcing power and snatching the minerals? It is what it is. But anyway, back to Tupac. He started out conscious. He was on some real artistic consciousness.
Leave him on.
You know what I feel me? And then all of a sudden this thug life came upon.
Oh my goodness.
And see, the coldest part about that is most people represent Tupac because of his thug life mentality. Not because of how conscious and political he was in order to enforce that focus. Now I was listening to my brother King Noble, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him real quick. You know what I'm saying? Blog Talk Radio, King Noble. Anyway, he was built on the fact that, was Tupac a revolutionary?
Okay.
Was he?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? He may have been political.
I would say he was.
And he was smart, but he was a part of the black.
Was he an actor?
He was an actor. He was an artist. You feel me?
So he was a regular brother trying to survive? I mean, what was it? Tell me.
He was trying to make his money. He saw what it was. He was a powerful man. He took over how he wanted to. But see, most people only love him because of his thug life mentality. They don't want to focus on the rebellious Tupac. You feel me? The Tupac that was telling you that this is a white man world and blah, blah, blah. And you feel me? They're trying to lock us up and pop us up and shock us up. And the Brenda had a baby and keep your head up and all that good stuff. That's not the Tupac that most people are worshiping. They want to be thugs. They want to be kill them, shoot them up and all that dumb nigga shit. You feel me? We got to find a division in between reality and entertainment. You know what I'm saying?
So do you feel that all this is a plan? Like, so if Eazy-E went to the White House, and we know that hip-hop artists back in the day were getting banned by the government, and the government was saying, come join us, do you ever feel that eventually some artists actually did join the government?
Hey, man.
Because Eazy-E and them said, fuck the police and fuck the president. Now our favorite artists are saying, we love the president. Even if a nigga's black, I don't care if he's your president, just because he's black. I don't trust every black nigga.
It's the same position.
First off, homie.
It ain't his. Just
because your ass is black don't mean your ass is cool.
Right. It's not his infrastructure. It's not his infrastructure. We know that. And most people say, oh, it's going to take time and he got to listen right now and blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, like that tells you right there it's not ours. Pay attention to your excuse for what he not doing. You feel me? For black people.
So let's get into the Michael Moore then. Let's get into that Michael Moore cartoon. And let's get a brief history of America, because it's evident that they still use black people to push their agenda, to make their world go round. We are the gods. There are vampires loose on the planet who are let out of the caves.
We are the electrical current.
And they're killing us, they're eating us, and they're making us savages. I need the Michael Moore video. I am Jason Elm Street Williams, and I am a master of the universe. This is P's and Q's activation.
Conscious stimulation for the nation.
Woo! Inland Empire Live Talk TV.
Now it's time for a brief history of the United States of America. Hi, boys and girls, ready to get started? Once upon a time, there were these people in Europe called pilgrims, and they were afraid of being persecuted. So they all got in a boat and sailed to the New World where they wouldn't have to be scared ever again.
Oh, I'm so relaxed. I feel so much safer.
But as soon as they arrived, they were greeted by savages, and they got scared all over again.
Indians!
So they killed them all. Now, you'd think wiping out a race of people would calm them down, but no. Instead, they started getting frightened of each other. Witch! So they burned witches. In 1775, they started killing the British so they could be free. And it worked, but they still didn't feel safe. So they passed a Second Amendment which said every white man could keep his gun. I loves my gun. Loves my gun. Which brings us to the genius idea of slavery. You see, boys and girls, the white people back then were also afraid of doing any work. So they went to Africa, kidnapped thousands of black people, brought them back to America, and forced them to work very hard for no money. And I don't mean no money like I work at Walmart and make no money. I mean $0. Nothing. Not a zip. Doing it that way made the USA the richest country in the world. So did having all that money and free help calm the white people down? No way. They got even more afraid. That's because after 200 years of slavery, the black people now outnumbered the white people in many parts of the South. Well, you can pretty much guess what came next. The slaves started rebelling. There were uprisings, and old master's heads got chopped off. And when white people heard of this, they were freaking out and going, I want to live. Don't kill me, big black man. Well, just in the nick of time came Samuel Colt, who in 1836 invented the first weapon ever that could be fired over and over without having to reload. And all the Southern whites were like, yeehaw! But it was too late. The North soon won the Civil War and the slaves were freed. Yep, they were free now to go chop all the old masters' heads off. And everybody was like, oh no, we're gonna die. But the freed slaves took no revenge. They just wanted to live in peace. But you couldn't convince the white people of this. So they formed the Ku Klux Klan. And in 1871, the same year the Klan became an illegal terrorist organization, another group was founded, the National Rifle Association. Soon politicians passed one of the first gun laws, making it illegal for any black person to own one. It was a great year for America, the KKK and the NRA. Of course, they had nothing to do with each other, and this was just a coincidence. One group legally promoted responsible gun ownership, and the other group shot and lynched black people. And that's the way it was all the way to 1955, when a black woman broke the law by refusing to move to the back of the bus. White people just couldn't believe it. Huh?
Well, I won't say move.
What's going on? Man, all hell broke loose. Black people everywhere started demanding their rights, and white people had a major freaky fear meltdown, and they were all like, run away! Run away! And they did. They all ran fleeing to the suburbs where it was all white and safe and clean. And they went out and bought 250 million guns and put locks on the doors, alarms in the houses, and gates around the neighborhoods. And finally, they were all safe and secure and snug as a bug. And everyone lived happily ever after. It's time for a brief history of the United States of America. Hi, boys and girls, ready to get started? Once upon a time, there were these people in Europe called pilgrims, and they were afraid of being persecuted. So they all got in a boat and sailed to the New World where they wouldn't have to be scared ever again.
Oh, I'm so relaxed. I feel so much safer.
But as soon as they arrived, they were greeted by savages, and they got scared all over.
Oh, so there you go. Once again, I'm Jason Elm Street Williams, Master of the Universe. You are now tuned in to What is the Matrix TV. And you are on InlandEmpireLive.tv. So if you need a commercial, if you want to come and perform, if you want to have an event at our studio, you're more than welcome. Break bread, let's talk business. We provide live broadcasting for people as well. So if you have a basketball game or live event, a wedding that you want actually produced, we do all that as well. But when we're talking about Eazy-E and visiting the White House, and when we're talking about Michael Moore producing that cartoon of us being slaves, was Kanye West right? You know, why is he wearing the skirt? Is he screaming, are these brothers under a label saying, hey, man, I'm under a contract. I'm back to the hood unless I do this. Is this why all the brothers are wearing the skirt? Because they won't be popular? Who's running hip-hop now? Who runs Hollywood?
Who's allowing the
Call in.
Who's allowing the only rappers that are being signed nowadays?
866-831-5737. Put the number on the screen. Call, because I know y'all watching.
I know y'all paying attention.
I need the number on the screen.
Question
and we
things.
need some pictures. Throw them up.
Question things. Who is allowing the only rappers that are mainly being signed are the one that's on that mainstream stuff? I know it's entertaining. We're having fun. But what about all the conscious rappers, the real artistic people that are expressing themselves? Why are they ignored? You got to be a full-blown nigga ready to do anything just to get on this TV screen. Look at my brother Eminem. Come on, man.
And that's Detroit, and that's where the Nation of Islam started. So we know that Eminem, and I know what Eminem really means. You know, aftermath. This shit's all shady, man.
It's a shady record thing, huh? But it's all love, you know what I'm saying? We understand that they paid their dues and whatnot. I don't know what they're evolving into. You know what I'm saying? Like my brother was saying last week. Yeah, we see that the Scottish people in ancient Egypt, they had the little, you know, the little.
That's because the dicks was hanging and it was hot.
Hey man, it was hot out there, but they're not giving those signs. They just throwing this on us. Like, come on, y'all know that that's not man stuff to just be throwing that on and hopping on stage. Like, come on, what are you trying to promote? You know what I'm saying? You're confusing the youth.
In Eazy-E, I'm listening. Eazy-E went against Dre, right?
Right.
Went against Snoop. Tupac went against Dre, Snoop, the industry. Went against Puffy. Is it a coincidence that, much love, Sean Combs, Dr. Dre, Jimmy Iovine, and Interscope are still, even Hova. Let's get a picture of Hova and Drake. I need that. I need that because Pac went at Hova too. Much love to the God. Rock Nation in the motherfucking building. Jay.
Was Jay not on that Who Shot Ya? You know what I'm saying? Who shot ya?
You know what I'm saying? So Jay-Z told Drake, he said, sorry, Miss Drizzy, for so much art talk. All these silly rappers talking about guns that they ain't shot. All this other silly shit they rapping about they ain't bought. I mean, there's all sorts of things that now we can get into it. We know that Nas came with the ether. And the ether is that soul, that fire that burns in your body. Because us as black people, we have a sun burning inside our chest. I wish I could show you that Jesus picture that they show you when Jesus is doing this symbol. I'm allowed to do it. You know what I'm saying? That means that there's a fire burning in your chest. That there's a sun. And what they want to do is they want to burn that fire out, and they want you to become a savage. They want you to become like them. They want you to become a caveman. And what did Jay-Z say to Drake? He said, man, I'm trying to run Yaku back into the cave.
Ooh. What's the name of that track? Is that the We Made It
We
remix?
Made It with Jay Electronica.
Oh, my God, Jay Electronica.
Yeah, Jay Electronica's back. I told people.
Coming with that fire.
Right when
Brothers
Brothers in Matrix comes out. The Brothers in Harlem are UFO conference. It seems like everybody's watching What is the Matrix TV.
Ooh. Do you believe?
I need the sound effects.
Do you believe? Yeah, we doing all that. All that. Because y'all feel that, right? Yeah.
Y'all remember the movie Mac and Me? There was a movie called Mac and Me. It was based about out here. I need those spaceship sounds all the time. Okay.
Higher consciousness.
So we're on Rosewood.
The evolution of the 12 helix. And you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the guy Khalil to analyze it real quick on the rise of the DNA strands. You feel me?
What is the Matrix TV? Sir. I'm your host, Jason Elm Street Williams, Master of the Universe.
And I am P's and Q's. Activate.
All right, so let's get to a next picture. Can I get a picture of Black Wall Street, please?
Oh my God, the integration is real. Check it out. Black Wall Street was they was building. They had their own banks, they own schools, they own bus route systems, they own hospitals, the whole thing. See, the drama behind it was the simple fact that one day it was a Caucasian or European woman inside of an elevator with a black man, and supposedly he did something to her, and it caused some Europeans and Caucasians to come into that community, and they started a riot. They started shooting. They started bombing and started burning down Tulsa, Oklahoma. It was called Black Wall Street because it was one of the most thriving economic structures in America at that time.
Not the Black Wall Street from Compton?
No, not that Black Wall Street. That's probably where they got it from. I mean, you know, it'd be nice if they would have shared that knowledge, but it's whatever. You know what I'm saying?
They never did.
They never did, but we know where our people are at. We know what attracts our people.
What
Violence.
picture did you show me from a rapper from Compton wearing a dress or a high heel skirt?
Which one?
You showed me a picture on the Instagram of one of the top Compton rappers wearing a skirt, nigga.
Oh, the Game picture on his Instagram?
What's his name?
The Game.
Oh, man.
I mean, you know, it looked like a long dress. There was some leather stuff going on. He was around a bunch of Europeans and, you know, Caucasians or whatever you want to call them. It's all love.
It's
but
too
it
bad
is what
with
it
that
is.
40 Glock situation with Game.
But did y'all see
Okay.
that photo before? Can you put that photo back up real quick? Because we building on something. You see that?
Well, put us both on.
600
so we can
businesses,
both see it.
21
I wanna
churches,
see my
21
face.
restaurants, 30 grocery stores, 2 movie theaters,
Wow.
6 private airplanes, plus hotels, banks, post offices, schools, libraries, law offices, and even a bus system. They decided to burn that all the way down to the ground. The first time bombs were ever dropped on America is when they dropped bombs on Black Wall Street, and that was the military that destroyed one of its own. Very much of. Let's get a boo for that. Can we get a boo?
Yeah, I need that.
Do we
man.
have a sad situation? Can we get a gunshot or a bomb explosion? Yeah, it was a sad situation. And one other place that was dropped that in America bombs was dropped on was this MOVE organization. It was a Black Liberation Organization in Philadelphia. They dropped bombs on a whole apartment complex and had the whole block on fire. Do your research. Look up the MOVE organization, the MOVE bombing. Google that. Bill, my brother. Let's go.
As far as like Black Wall Street, I mean, why do you feel that the brothers from Compton who were promoting Black Wall Street never talked about what Black Wall Street was really about.
Well, obviously, the people weren't really ready. The people aren't ready right now for extreme knowledge, and it's shown. You got all this information on the internet.
I disagree.
But we're
I
still,
disagree. The people are ready.
No, yes, the people are ready, but I tell you this. You have all this knowledge on the internet right now, and people are still not evolving. They still stuck on bullshit. They refuse to click on the knowledge. It's too much information out nowadays for us not to be going deep into who we are, what we are, and what we're trying to project.
They worried about Jesus. They debating over the
You
Bible.
know
It's the
why?
Same old bullshit.
People
I'm
are-
trying to get out this matrix. Here's what I'm trying to do. Let me tell you.
Do it.
One of the goals. I want my technology. I want my Pharaoh's Rod back. I don't care about those people who don't want to listen to me and believe in me and all that. Let me go home. Let my mother will and let my will come and take me up out of here. I have scientific proof that I was here before all of us, because your DNA is the same as your great-great-great-great-great-grandmother. And I built advanced civilizations. Get me the fuck off this planet. We are not alone in the universe, and I'm sick of arguing. I'm done with this bullshit. There's no such thing as Republican or Democrat. They're the same parties. You get the fucking golden ticket, which is $1 bill or $100 bill. On the back of me, you see the all-seeing eye. We could talk about Lucifer. We could talk about Saturn. We could talk about how we sun.
All-seeing eye, supreme knowledge, the tree that they didn't want us to eat the apple from. You feel me? There.
Behold of the pale horse.
Are we not supposed to have higher consciousness? Are we supposed to accept a cattle, a sheep-like mentality to where we can't rise up and evolve as a human species?
God.
You know what I'm saying? Because
God has a plan.
The God that we must obey, the God that we must obey, without a doubt, is the forces of nature. Because if you don't eat, if you don't absorb sunlight, if you don't read and use your senses will become weak. Just like how they make us sensitive to violence through these movies, seeing niggas get shot up and heads getting cut off.
Rosewood.
You feel me? Come on, man.
We
Let's
need
get
the
with
Rosewood.
function.
We're about to get into it.
Let's get with the functions.
We need that Rosewood video. Oh, bro.
Rosewood, huh?
Yeah, man, because they burnt down.
Was that Florida?
Stand the ground, Florida.
Florida?
George
Violence?
Zimmerman, Trayvon Martin.
You don't have Rosewood.
That's the one that didn't work?
That's the one that didn't work.
So do we have Blue Chip, Small Wonder, and what else?
The Gnome.
That's too crazy for them right now. So we don't have
Superhuman.
Well, yeah. All right. Here we go. We're about to go back. After this video plays, we're going to get into NCAA. We're going to close it out. We're watching the NCAA tournament, and all these black players is making all these white folks rich. We don't get money. Yes, it's an education, but they make millions and billions of dollars off of our talent. If we had never integrated with these white folks, we would already have our own stadiums. We would have our own NCAA tournaments, and we would be rich.
And that's our people that's producing all that
Nobody
income.
would see none of these white boys want to play.
Man. I mean, you know, it is what it is.
Shit.
Y'all know that. Y'all talk about
It's
that. This ain't
simple.
nothing new. It's right in your face.
Kobe retired. Your Achilles tennis out, nigga.
If all our rich people was to take over the NFL, the NBA,
there you go.
We can build a nation in one day.
So I'm talking about atoms and photons, neurons and electrons. Fuck all the biblical bullshit. Atoms, photons, neurons, and electrons, electric lights bouncing off of each other like mirrors. This is science. So, like I teach, I say that we are actually in a virtual reality game. There was a show I used to watch called Superhuman Samurai that I'm about to play. And it kind of is basically my thoughts. Go check it out.
Evil Kilo Khan lives inside computer circuits. With the help of Malcolm Frink, he creates megavirus monsters to attack electronic systems. Meanwhile, a freak accident turns Sam Collins into Servo. His friends join forces in their samurais attack vehicles. Together they transform into the Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad.
Superhuman Samurai. Superhuman Samurai. They're gonna amp it up, kick some gigabutt. They're gonna
evil Kilocon lives inside computer circuits with the help of Malcolm Frink.
She's a small wonder, lovely and bright and soft curves. She's a small wonder, a child unlike other girls. She's a miracle, and I grant you, she'll enchant you at first sight. She's a small wonder, and she'll make your heart take flight. La 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 la. She's fantastic, made of plastic, microchips here and there. She's a small wonder, brings love and laughter Look around you. There are many things to see that some would say could never be. These things I know, it's true and I will tell you so. They are there to see if you believe. Trolls and wizards and fairy kings, birds that talk and fish that sing. And if your heart is true, then you will find them too. In every wish and dream and happy home, you will find the kingdom of the known.
Any questions, stupid or otherwise? All right, Alan.
Yeah, Coach, we'd like to hear your side of the basketball kicking incident.
Alan, you used up your question. That was stupid.
I will not have the first losing season in 40 years at this university.
You are not getting the kind of athletes that we used to.
Yeah, but the program's clean, Chancellor.
It is time to tell Coach Petey Bell to take a hike.
I don't do well with losing, do I?
You've won 2 national championships. You've won 8 conference titles. I don't call this losing.
What efforts are you and your staff making as far as recruiting is concerned?
We got the inside track on some great ball players this year. You get those guys, you are in the Final Four next year. Let's get these guys.
He's never been coached. He's totally raw.
Neon, please try not to step on the children.
Okay, all right. If I couldn't play basketball, would you be trying to get me in college?
No.
At least you're honest.
I figure a white blue chip athlete like myself deserves something extra, about 30 grand. Like to have it in cash.
Get the hell out of here, Richie. Get out of here.
All the other schools are doing it, Coach.
I know everything. I know what Butch McRae's mother wants.
You really want your son to start out life by learning how to bend and break the rules. I mean, what's he gonna become? A millionaire?
I did not authorize a car for Ricky, but you did authorize the friends of the program to do what had to be done.
He bought him, Charlie. I know he bought him.
We're gonna be on top again.
Did you cheat? Foul is not a foul unless the referee blows his whistle.
Did you take money?
No.
We owe them this money.
Don't talk to me about money. We owe it to him.
Yes, sir. Back on the block.
So, man, blue chips, man. I really look back at all the stuff that's going on, and really they're using our ancient Egyptian, Atlantis, and knowledge to create different organizations to make money. You see, blue chips in the NCAA, I would say, this is why I say integration was bad for black people. The reason why is because white people make more money off of these black athletes than black people make.
Black artists.
You know
all
what
that.
I'm saying?
Actors, all that.
So when they showed you Shaquille O'Neal in that movie, now he's this.
What's going on?
You know, I used to watch Shaquille O'Neal Kazam. I used to look up to him. He used to rap.
Masculine.
And it's like, damn, brother, is it that bad? You guys aren't making enough money to create your own leagues and stuff? We're still slaves.
They got too much money. They
We're
forgot.
slaves, my nigga.
They forgot that we got work to put in. They forgot about the whole movement. They just own that move to the money. Move to the money. Move to the money. I understand we got to survive, and we realize what economic process is the best to take advantage of, because I mean America is the empire where you can grow and get your cheese up. So this is
not
where
for black people.
It's not.
The Asians can come, the Arabs can come, all different races can come. Yet black people ain't.
What I'm saying is we can't
So
eat
explain.
we can't eat off of it if we was to pay attention. The main thing, we're not paying attention. We're all caught up in the bullshit, the great illusion, the matrix consciousness. That's why we say, what is the matrix? What's going on?
What is the Matrix TV? P's and Q's live in
Activation
effect.
in the house right now in your face. Can you taste it? I can taste it and I can smell it. Anyway, we moving forward, man, because it's a must. We see what we're able to create. We're becoming more intelligent, but it's time to take over. It's time to build our own industries and invest into our communities. It's a must, because we cannot allow the current popularity contest, which is moving towards this, the homosexual agenda.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? It's moving into that
There you
energy.
go.
You cannot deny it. You
So
know what I'm saying?
so now kids, like when we used to grow up, our idols were our basketball players, our rappers and stuff. So now kids, they see Shaquille O'Neal as that. I saw Shaquille O'Neal. I wanted to be a genie. You know what I'm saying? You eat a mushroom and stuff, you might see one.
Big strong man.
But you know, they're taking away our image. They're destroying the image of us as black men. And the more feminized we become,
The more that we're accepted.
and we're erased.
They want us to be soft. You know what I'm saying?
So here we go. So the NCAA, majority of the players, there's a few white boys mixed in here and there. But who's making the money off of the jerseys? CBS is making money off of the ratings, the basketball, the courts, the ticket sales, the concession stands. All from black people.
They need to be compensated.
Vampires.
Sucking it dry.
We need to take our children up out of these universities, up out of these schools, and their system will shut down.
Overnight.
But we don't have knowledge. That's the problem.
If we knew who we were, we would do better.
If you quit the system, you niggas wouldn't know what to do. The only thing you got is God and Jesus. That's the only thing that you rely on to get through this day. They gave you God and Jesus because you know deep down inside is bullshit.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? It's a shame. That's what the hope is. You know, I will say one thing about the whole Jesus thing. At the end of the day, in the worst situation, when people don't have knowledge, that is an area where you can start your path to know what Godhood is. But you have to evolve. That's the whole thing. If you was to study the fact that Jesus was doing magic and healing people, and you wanted to represent what he was really doing, you would be like Jesus.
Well,
Don't
Jesus
just worship
was in
him.
Egypt, right?
He went to Egypt.
And
He
according
understood
to the Bible,
magic.
because shout outs, I'm calling out you Hebrews
Everybody
in New York,
did.
my nigga.
Moses and all that.
They learned
Everybody
in
was
Egypt,
raised
so
up out of
that
there.
means that before the Bible, before you Hebrews, the Egyptians had knowledge, science, and information before you got there. Correct?
That's correct.
That's what the Bible says.
It does say it was
so
there.
that means that the Bible admits that it predates other advanced civilizations. Therefore, don't get mad at me when I say that the Bible is trash. Throw it up. I need some sound effects, boos, or whatever. You guys killed our ancestors in the name of this God, and now we warring. You niggas in New York have got me going crazy. Sonetter, Seti, Brother Polite. You like the Brother King Noble?
Hey, King Noble holds it down. But you know why? Because he stays in the square. I have not seen the brother shake.
I need some
You know
more
what I'm saying?
queens in the motherfucking
You know what I'm saying?
building.
It's,
Free
it's,
Dr.
it's really
Malachi
going
Z. York.
down. You know what I'm saying? We need. It's not about just unity. It's
Jeff
just about
Orell.
understanding what's going on. Of course, we're not all going to agree at one time. That's why, you know what I'm saying, back to the scripture, they say it's going to be 144,000. That is a very small percentage of people when you come to the percentage of people on the planet Earth. That's a very small percentage. So not everybody going to know the knowledge, and the people that do know the knowledge are going to be the ones to rebuild the nations. And everybody else that are not paying attention are going to work for those 144,000.
Well, you know, since everybody's debating over the Bible and stuff and all that, and we know that the Black Panthers weren't on that. You know, they were militant brothers. Now we got brothers rocking skirts. We done forgot who we were. But let me show you scientific evidence in the Bible that shows you that it's lying. The first verse says, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. When us as teachers, when we say the word running, that means that it's already in action. So when someone says in the beginning, that means that actions were already occurring. So black people weren't allowed to read. You know, most black people believe in the Bible, but they don't understand the Bible. They can barely read or write a paragraph themselves or write an essay.
No, they don't.
And the Bible is the only book. If you graduated from college, you could not turn in an essay without having the bibliography, P's and Q's.
Biblo.
But the Holy Bible doesn't have a bibliography. It doesn't state its sources where the facts that you state come from.
And that's where they try to tell you to just have faith and just believe and just know it and just run with it. See, the thing about it, you have to use the Bible as a study tool. It's not about worshiping it. It's not about being blinded and lost in it and saying this is the only of the only of the all. Because before words, there were symbols. There's things that are in stone right now. Look at that.
Now, come on.
You peep
now,
that?
now, this is proof that we had advanced technology. Now, I'm joking. It says free Wi-Fi, but I've been in those temples, and I saw ancient advanced technology, which proves that they are dumbing us down. Whether you're white, black, Christian, Muslim, atheist, whatever you believe in, we're living in a dream. You go to sleep tonight, and you're going to wake up here. What's the difference? They're destroying the knowledge. They're erasing our memories. You got to watch these movies that they put millions of dollars on. We got to teach our children to be gods and goddesses.
At a young age.
Not strippers.
Not strippers and flippers and this
Gangsters,
and that and
thugs,
only for the money.
Pimps, hustlers.
We have to project a different conscious materialistic evolution that manifests right there in their face, because what they're being fed right now on a regular basis is bullshit. And I'm going to just keep it real simple. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I ain't got to be technical with y'all. Even if you don't know, you can see it. You know what I'm saying? It's time to move into the awareness that we need to know we got to reshape our communities. It's only going to come through our children. And the saddest part about it, most of these adults do not want to be responsible for our communities. They just want to complain about what the youth is doing. They don't want to get out here in these streets.
But what are we doing? You know, we're trying to wake up our community, and no one's listening. And these youths have no one to look up to but these artists. What can people watching this show do for themselves to help the movement?
They need to stop doubting the questions that they ask. A lot of people have questions, but they're afraid to ask them. You feel me? They're afraid to bring up subjects that they're really curious about. It's time to challenge things. You know what I'm saying? The brother
they say don't question God. Do you agree with that?
It's not about questioning God. It's about questioning what's going on in actual reality. You know what I'm saying? The God to give you some. The God to give you some rules in this, the God of the Bible will give you rules.
Right.
But what are you questioning about reality right now? How are you even comparing and contrasting what God was talking about to what's going on right now?
Bible, yeah, I agree.
No,
with you.
nobody's
the God
doing
of the
that.
Bible's a jealous fucker. He's a piece of shit.
He shows that a man. He's showing that man was God. We got a call.
This is God.
What's good?
This is God. You call me a piece of shit?
So, are you God?
This is God.
How you doing, brother?
What's going on?
Why do you call me a piece of shit?
Why are you allowing all this shit to go down?
Right. What's going on? You're a jealous God.
I gotta go.
What are you waiting on?
I gotta go.
What are you waiting on? Okay, that's what I thought. You feel me? It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people saying that this is not our fight. They're saying that this is not our fight, and you gotta wait, and you gotta put it off to God.
God called us.
Why?
God called. God called us.
What's up, God?
Oh,
hey,
man.
See, the thing is, a lot of people like to put things off on God because you don't want to be responsible for what's going on. You want to pray about it and put it off into the spiritual realm, but what you going to do? When you going to express your faith? You drink his blood and you do this in communion.
That's
you pray
vampirism.
to him, but you're not doing nothing.
Wait. So you're saying that in the church they're talking about drinking blood?
The blood of Christ.
And what's the bread representative of?
The flesh.
So you're talking about in order to receive eternal life, you have to drink someone's blood and eat their flesh?
Cannibalism.
Dracula.
It is what it is, but nobody wants to think like that because you weren't given a chance to think.
Communion.
You weren't
the
given a
cranberry
chance.
Juice, right?
But see, the cranberry juice. See, the main thing about it is that when it comes, when you start questioning things, they say that you're gonna go to hell, and God is a jealous God, and you go to hell and all that. But see, my question is, why do you care so much about what's gonna happen in the afterlife? You're not doing nothing right now. Do something right now. Create heaven on earth.
They're telling people that they burn in hell for eternity.
That'll scare you into being so.
How does a mother first
insane.
Of all, what kind of God or a true divine being
of love
would want to burn you for eternity?
Because,
let me get those matrix sounds as we end the show. We got 5 minutes left.
Activation. Flow with it. You gotta flow with it. Flow with the frequencies because they're going up and down. It's sound, it's movement, everything vibrates. You know, another thing about it, I feel like the conscious community alone is losing power because we're forgetting about the spiritual aspect. Now, I know that's going to go over a lot of people's heads, and it's only meant for the ears that's supposed to hear it. That's why I'm saying it right now over these higher frequencies that's being spoken right now, because it's not meant for everybody, but it's all good. The people that's going to get it is going to get it. Now, see, the conscious community went from being magical and spiritual to being so militant that we forgot about our spiritual powers.
So do you believe in spaceships, P's and Q's?
Do I believe in spaceships? I don't believe in nothing. I know, I feel, I express the reality that my conscience projects. You feel me? That's why it's P's and Q's manifesting all of the all. You feel me? I know that spaceships can be built. I know we've been here for millions and millions of years. I know that this isn't it. We've been here. You feel me? That God said create them in our image. So let's represent God in a whole self.
Bible, that would mean that if the Bible says let us.
Who is he talking about?
That's plural.
That's a multiple, you feel me, congress of people getting together saying we got to create something on this beautiful planet.
Man in our image.
In our image.
After our
likeness.
So that would mean that the creator of man on this planet saying, if you believe in the Bible, look like us.
Look like us. And then when you say, who is that? Hello? Who's there?
What is the matrix?
This is God.
What's up, God?
What's up, God?
Why you put me on blast like that?
Oh,
I mean, holla at the gods.
You know?
Holla at us.
There's multiple gods, you know what I'm saying? So what's good with it, brother?
And the gods are right there in the Bible. You talk about multiple gods in the Bible. So you feel me? What are those other gods? What are all those other nations? Where did what was it? It was
hold on.
I don't hear him. I'm not gonna wait for him. I don't wait. That's it. See, people are waiting.
You have a question, bro?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Answer for that.
And that's what the preacher
So you're enjoying the show? Do you hate it? Do you love it? What's good?
Well, I'd appreciate if you stop hating on me.
We're challenging you to express yourself in a higher level.
I
of
am
frequency.
God.
For sure.
What God? There's many gods. Are you Zeus? Are you Jehovah?
Where did you come from?
Are you?
Where were you sitting when you created light? Were you sitting in darkness when you created light? Were you sitting in darkness when you created light? So God manifested out of thought, and your thought is in darkness.
This is what is the
That's
Matrix
why I say
TV.
triple blackness.
You guys need to start calling him. What was that, bro?
You question God?
Yeah, I question God. I don't believe in you. I think you're fake. I think you're real.
The God of the Bible.
I agree that people believe in God. I believe in you.
The God of the Bible.
But I wouldn't worship you, though. I don't like your tactics, and I don't think your religion is cool.
See, people can think.
I don't believe that the man came first.
But people are afraid to
I
think.
don't feel that it's cool killing people in the name of God and stuff like that. So,
I mean, if you read your Bible, you'll see that he needed people to
let him
sacrifice
talk.
blood.
God.
I don't wait. That's what I'm saying. I'm
God, are
expressing
you
that.
still there?
I'm expressing that right now energy. You feel me? It's that
God.
right now. What's up, God?
I'm done. I'm gonna have a beer.
Yeah.
too.
You
I
might
have
need one.
Hey, smoke a
turn
joint.
that water to wine.
Smoke a joint.
I need you to
eat
turn
a
some of this
magic
water to
mushroom.
wine.
We're about to be out this motherfucker. Skinny Pharaoh live in the flesh.
Live in the flesh.
All right.
Yeah, we acting a fool because we still here. My energy will not be turned down.
All right. So I want to appreciate everybody tuning in this week. We broke down Eazy-E. It's March 26th, the year 2014. And we're seeing a shift in consciousness. We're seeing a shift in reality. What we took over today, we talked about Eazy-E, a black revolutionary rapper. We broke it down to Compton being a prevalent city, how the FBI and CIA and the government talked about crack. We even talked about how AIDS and possibly Magic Johnson was hired by the government to push AIDS, and I don't know how many motherfuckers you know died of AIDS. We also talked about Rosewood and Black Wall Street. Why did the brothers from Compton claim Black Wall Street but never talked about the science? And then we broke it down about the NCAA. We talked about how if we had never integrated with white people, what would we have? Would our businesses be successful still?
Extremely.
Would we have our own university successful?
Of course.
And would anybody be playing in their NCAA tournaments?
Where all that money would be going? To our community.
What is the Matrix TV? This is
P's and
you talk to God.
What's up, God?
Oh, you haven't hung up yet. And I'm Jason Elm Street Williams, Master of the Universe. What is the Matrix TV? The Inland Empire live in the flesh. Tune in. Check us out on YouTube. We're going worldwide and global. Peace and love.
Peace.
Connected to the keyboard. It was a great studio session, man. That's why I bought that keyboard, bro.